What's up YouTube, this is Daniel and I'm back with my next video, and in this video I'll be telling you what level you should level up your shoes to, whether is it level 9, level 19 or level 29 when you have 4 energies. So let's jump right in. This is a question that many of you have been asking me about in the comments, and many of you say, hey Daniel, it'd be good if you can do a video to compare the ROI for 3 sneakers. I do know that many of you out there have not only 1 sneaker but 3 sneakers, and that you are using 4 energy every day in your activities, and perhaps this video will help you out a lot more. And for this model, we want to use the case whereby we want to level up our shoes from level 0 all the way to level 29, and in this case we will be using a common jogger, and the cumulative level up cost in terms of GST after the revised GMT level up cost is included is around 658 GST. And for this, I am actually assuming that the GST price is equal to the GMT price. And so what you see here is actually almost double. But in actual fact, the GMT price is almost half of the GST price. And as such, this modeling could be an overestimate of the current cost and ROIs. But more about that towards the end of the video. And what you see is that the cumulative level up cost in terms of number of days required to bring your shoes all the way up to level 29 is 30 days, and that this model assumes that we have 4 energy to use every single day during our activities. And so here you see a chart where the x-axis tells us the level of the sneaker and the y-axis tells us the cumulative days required to level up our sneakers. And you do see that it is broken up to 3 main sections again. And in the first section here, from level 1 all the way to level 9, you see that it will take you 6 days to get your shoes from level 1 all the way to level 9, and on average it will take you 0.67 days per level for this period. And moving on to the second section, from level 9 all the way to level 19, you see that it will take you about 12 days to get your shoes from level 9 to level 19, and on average it will take you 1.2 days per level. And the last section is from level 19 all the way to level 29, and this section will take you 12 days, and on average it will take you 1.2 days per level to get your shoes from level 19 all the way to level 29. And this model is based on 4 energy per day. And so you see that it is quite straightforward to make the decision to level up your shoes all the way to level 9, because actually on some days you are able to level up your shoes twice a day because the GST you're earning from 4.0 energy allows you to do so. However, from level 9 to level 19 and from level 19 all the way to level 29, you are more likely to level up your shoes once per day, except for the milestone levels at level 9 to level 10 and level 19 to level 20. These days will require you to earn more GST at that level before leveling up your shoes, because at milestone levels it does cost more. And I'll be showing the GST cost table towards the end of the video, so watch all the way to the end. And you might ask me, hey Daniel, so should I level up my shoes all the way to level 19 or all the way to level 29? And I think according to this graph, you can see that it is quite equal. Basically, the amount of time doesn't really increase significantly if you need to bring your shoe all the way up to level 29. And as such, I do think that you can consider leveling up your shoes all the way to level 29 if you have 4.0 energy. Next, after understanding how much time it takes you to level up your shoes, we need to analyze the cost and how long it takes for us to earn the GST back from leveling up our shoes. As you can see in this chart, it is a comparison of the earnings at level 9, level 19 and level 29. And on the x-axis, you see the number of days of earnings, and on the y-axis, you actually see the GST amount that you have earned. You see that for all the curves, it starts off very low on the GST earnings because the GST earned is used to reinvest into the shoe so that we can level up the shoes so that in the future it can have a higher rate of GST earnings. The earning at level 9, it will take only 6 days for you to reach level 9, and after that the curve goes upwards, showing the start of the GST accumulation. And this similarly starts for the level 19 curve only after about level 18, and similarly for the yellow curve for the earning at level 29 also. Next, you need to observe that the curves intersect one another at 3 major points. So the first intersection is at 36 days, where we see the intersection between the earnings at level 9 and the earnings at level 19. And so before 36 days, you can see that the brown curve is above the blue curve, which shows that if you need to earn GST for less than 36 days, it will be more viable to earn at level 9. However, if you need to earn GST beyond 36 days, it will make more sense to earn GST at level 19. If you jump all the way to the end, at 84 days, you see the intersection between the yellow and the blue curve, which indicates that if you need to earn GST beyond the 84th day, it will make more sense for you to level up your shoes all the way to level 29 and start earning from there. There is another intersection in the middle between the yellow and the brown curve. However, this doesn't really make sense because you want to take the curve that is the highest all the time. And even though there is an intersection below, it is not the highest because at that point, at 56 days, the blue curve is actually a lot higher and you should be using the blue curve instead. And so in summary, if you need to earn and use GST for less than 37 days, you should level up your shoes to level 9. If you need to earn and use GST between 37 to 84 days, then you need to level up your shoes to level 19. And if you need to use and earn GST beyond 84 days, then it will be advisable to level your shoe up all the way to level 29. If you're already at 4.0 energy, it means that you have 3 or more sneakers but less than 9. And the next major milestone to gain more energy is actually at 9 sneakers. And I do think that this is a big jump because it's 3 times more in terms of the number of sneakers that you need to get. And if you're going to approach this through minting, it's going to take you quite a while to get to 9. To get to 9 shoes, you need to mint 6 times. And if each minting costs you 200 GST, minting 6 times will cost you 1200 GST. And if you look on the graph, 1200 GST sets you in the range where earning at level 19 is the most optimal. And perhaps if you are trying to mint more shoes to work towards 9 sneakers, you might want to consider earning at level 19. Last but not least, I'll be talking about the ROI and assumptions that are used for this model. And the ROI is actually a question that I've gotten from you subscribers, and some of you are interested to find out how does the ROI of 3 sneakers compare to 1 sneaker. If you're interested to find out more about the ROI for 1 sneaker, do check out this other video that I made previously on my channel. So at the time of making this video, the Solana price is 91.3 US dollar and the GST price is almost 6 USD. The sneaker price on the market is roughly about 14 Solana, and if I convert that to USD, that will be about 1.3k USD. Also, we should note that the GMT price is around 330 USD, and that's almost half of the GST price. And at current prices, I've calculated the rough ROI of these shoes. So to break even 3 shoes at earning rate of level 9, it will take you 212 days, which is around 7.1 months. To break even 3 shoes at the earning rate of level 19, it will take you 145 days, which is almost 5 months or 4.8 months. And finally, to break even 3 shoes at level 28, it will take you 120 days, which is roughly 4.0 months. And when I mean ROI, it means that you need to cash out all the GST at the current price, which is roughly almost 6 US dollars, without reinvesting any of the GST into leveling up your shoes or unlocking gem slots or opening mystery boxes. So for this ROI, it does seem that to break even 3 shoes the fastest, you should level up your shoes all the way to level 28 and cash out all the profits in terms of GST the moment you earned it. That will take you about 4 months to do so. However, if your strategy is to reinvest your earnings to mint more shoes and to get to 9.0 energy before you plan to start cashing out from STEPN, according to the graph previously, perhaps leveling up to level 19 is sufficient for you to do so. And if you look back to the graph, to mint 6 times, you need 1.2k GST. And if you look at the graph, at 1.2k GST, it will take you roughly about 60 odd days. That is slightly over 2 months instead of the 4 months that you need to spend to break even on the 3 shoes that you have spent while leveling up at level 28. Do note that the developers have rolled out many revisions to the level up cost of the different shoes. And originally, leveling up of shoes only required GST and not GMT, but now they have required leveling up of shoes at major milestones across all rarities to include GMT. And the full table is shown here on the left. And you can see that in the third column from the left, there is a price of GMT required for leveling up at major milestone levels at level 5, level 10, level 20, level 29, and level 30. And this is actually equal to the original GST cost required at that level. And if you assume that the price of GMT is equal to the price of GST, actually the level up cost at these major levels have doubled. In my model, I used the assumption where GST is equals to GMT, and in this case, it actually overestimates the cost in the model because in actual fact, the price of GST is higher than the price of GMT. However, I do think that the developers want to raise the price of GMT and make the price of GST lower, and this can be seen even from the double minting event last week where they rolled out this GMT use case whereby the minting for a limited period of time only use GMT, and that actually caused the price of GST to crash. My second major assumption is that I think we don't really need to get our shoes up to level 30, and you may ask me why. Because at level 30 you are able to start earning GMT, and if you look at the table on the left, to get your shoes to level 30 you need to pay 100 GST and 100 GMT, and that is a significant cost jump. And if you are just earning GST, it may not be worthwhile for you to pay that level up cost to earn a marginal increase in GST. As such, I would advise everybody to stop at level 29. Level 29 would be sufficient if you're only looking to earn GST. That's all for this video. I hope it was helpful. Do remember to like and subscribe to my channel to be notified of any future videos on STEPN. This video is for people with 4.0 energy, and if you have only 2.0 energy, do check this video out so that you know what level you should level up your shoes to if you only have 2.0 energy. See you next time!